아기 나오고 싶으면
애기 나오고 싶으면
뭐가 좋습니까?
이거는 비아그라 계열인데
네.
Day 4 in Pyongyang. I'm here as an amateur athlete who ran the 10K in the Pyongyang International Marathon. Living in South Korea, I've always wanted to visit the north, not for the politics, but for the people. To find some human connection, to look beyond the nukes and the Kims, and catch glimpses of everyday life here.
여기 많이 옵니까? 이 공원? 둘 다 너무 예뻐요.
Out of North Korea's estimated 26.5 million people, about 3.25 million, just over 12%, live in Pyongyang. It's the capital, home to the country's middle and upper class. Tours like this are tightly controlled and carefully coordinated. We're no strangers to the absurdity and the rules. Many would describe it as a Truman Show experience. But today, my mission is simple. To see if a real connection is still possible and if I can learn anything about their everyday culture, even just in fragments. They're Koreans after all.
Good morning, guys. A little bit of a hangover. It's day 4. Tomorrow the last day and then we go back. But oh man, what a night. We went to the karaoke yesterday downstairs. Our guides, they were like super drunk, and with one of the guys I sang Back to San Carida together. It's kind of surreal, kind of weird. Like I offered him some drinks, of course, and he was like, nah, bring me stuff from your country. It's like, yeah, you know, next time, but don't have it with me now.
Our first stop is the Mondae Grand Monument, home to 2 massive bronze statues, one of Kim Il-sung, erected in 1972 for his 60th birthday, and one of Kim Jong-il, added after his death in 2011. This is one of the most sacred places in North Korea. And did you know, Kim Il-sung's original statue showed him in a Mao suit? It was later changed to a Western-style suit with outstretched arms.
This is the place where we're not allowed to joke, wear caps, should present ourselves a little bit more formal, all those rules.
It's a place with many rules, but compared to my visit in 2018, things felt a bit more relaxed this time. The guides were less strict, though I'm not sure why. What really stood out were the eye-catching hanbok, traditional Korean clothes, called chokori here. North Koreans came dressed in their finest, and many married couples were here taking wedding photos.
I really like the chima chokoris, they're so beautiful. What color is yours?
On the wedding day,
Yeah.
not just one. We usually have 3 or 4 or more for the pictures.
On one day?
Yes.
Oh no!
We change the clothes.
You must be so tired at the end of the day.
Taking out, taking off.
On your wedding day, where did you take photos?
Well, we stop.
Here you took photos here?
The first place, and then we go around the city, and we follow the caravan, and we just follow him, and I will stop here, and then we.
Was this your favorite place to take photos, or do you have another place?
This one is as a respect.
Yeah, it's like a formality.
Yeah, formality. We regard the leaders as parents.
Right, yeah.
So that's why we go to and pay respect, and we.
It's very important.
Take a vow, and we will live forever
Yeah.
happily together, and that kind of thing. And then we go to other places, enjoy, make poses, and then
Yeah.
take beautiful pictures.
혹시 외국인 출생하는데 외국인한테 못 팝니다? 못 팝니까?
우리 돈이 있어야 됩니다.
아니 dollar만 있습니다. 안 됩니까?
We can buy anything at local shops without the local currency, which we're not allowed to have. We're only allowed to use foreign currency at a few designated stores. Too bad, because all I want is to try whatever they're selling at those street stalls. Sometimes the guides can buy things for us, and to my surprise they actually did once. Ice creams, paying with a QR code on their phone. Next up, the Party Foundation Monument. But since I've seen this one before, I decided to spend more time chatting with my favorite guide instead.
Alright guys, we go to that monument, which you've seen in my previous NK videos, but what is new here is right in front of me. It's the General Hospital, but it's not open yet. So this entire building is new. The first hospital I've seen in Pyongyang, of this size at least. I remember last time this was all like one big square, right? Do you have a favorite area, favorite neighborhood?
Actually, it's an island.
An island?
The Suk Island, where the sci-tech complex. Suksom.
Suksom?
Yeah.
What does Suksom mean?
Suk means magwort for medical treatment.
Why do you like that place?
Lots of trees.
Lots of trees?
Like the fresh air from the riverside. I used to go for a picnic with
Yeah.
my father
Ah.
when I was young.
So you have like good memories.
Yeah, yes.
Because everywhere I go, I always want to see the neighborhoods and see what is beautiful, the history and all of that.
On the map, I noticed the Unification Front Tower. It's marked as temporarily closed. There's actually something going on in North Korea right now with the whole unification narrative. But we'll get into that in the next episode. As you may know, my channel is all about exploring Seoul's 467 neighborhoods. So I thought it'd be fun to ask my guide about her favorite place.
Many people like Moran Hill. It's often busy, but the Suk Island is empty and
So you have the whole place for yourself.
Tranquility.
This is So-young. Look familiar? She appeared in the 2018 Michael Palin documentary. And I actually met her that same year, in December, during my tour. Because of that documentary, she feels like a bit of a celebrity to me. But more than anything, she's just incredibly kind and warm-hearted.
Have you ever seen Michael Palin again?
Oh, I heard about it.
In DPRK, what kind of humor do people have?
Nowadays, is the one I can think of is the joke, bad joke for women.
Oh, really?
Actually,
Really?
Yeah. When you are over 35 years age,
Yeah.
and then no man wants you. So
Oh no, that's really sad joke.
a main point is that the woman is going along by herself on the street, and if a man comes close to you and say, "Oh, can we be friends?" then the woman over the 35 years of age, it says, "Thank you so much.
You saved my life.
You make me feel younger."
Oh no. It's been 6 years and you haven't changed. You look exactly the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, my skin got
Younger?
I'm trying to. No, it's older.
Older?
I'm now trying to improve it. I'm taking the medicine and collagen now. Collagen is popular among women.
Collagen is popular?
Yeah.
I see. I'm also getting older.
You have a child, no?
No, we're trying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You said, yes. So how many years have you been married?
6 now. And I'm a little bit like bored. I think having a children is like
it'd be fun.
another energy.
Yeah.
What do men eat in the DPRK if they want to improve the chance of getting a baby? What do they eat? What?
Ginseng.
Ginseng?
I got some injection because I got pregnant in the over 30s. I got some extra injection for it.
You did it. Before 35.
As simple as this conversation was, to me it felt precious. We're in North Korea after all, and it's rare to get the chance to talk about ordinary everyday things. In the end, you realize we're both just people. We worry about our kids, about getting older, and after chatting a bit more, I learned that even in North Korea, interest in having children seems to be declining.
How many babies do they usually want?
The government encourages the women to have more and more babies.
Like 3, 4, 5?
5 or 6, and
Yeah.
they are giving more social
It's like-
benefit. Nowadays, women have got only 1 or 2 children.
Yeah, become less, huh?
Yeah, become less and less.
So how's your husband doing? Is he? Did you talk to him yesterday?
Yeah, he phoned me.
He phoned you?
He is far away in the north.
Yeah, working on the mine, right?
Yeah, he's working on the mine.
Yeah. Is it going well?
Oh yeah, he says he's going well. And it was very windy yesterday in the north, so
Oh,
I
really?
couldn't hear him clearly. But it was
Is it colder in the north?
very cold.
Yeah.
Still have snow.
Ajosi? Do you say Ajosi? Ajosi?
Ajosi,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do they play like a board game?
Oh yeah, yes, Jong-il.
Jong-il.
Yeah.
And can you play it?
No, usually men do it.
Yeah.
We have to use lots of brain.
It's very difficult, right?
All the ways. And
So are they playing Changi over
yeah,
there?
yes.
Really?
Elderly people.
It's so funny because everyone is like
Yeah,
watching.
Watching. And, no, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. So here, for example, this is Sajingwan. Why do people go to Sajingwan?
The picture,
Picture.
developing. Nowadays we call it the artistic picture. They're all, let's say, beautified pictures.
Do you do a little bit of editing?
Yeah, yes.
So if you're a little bit chubby, then you make your head look skinny.
Too much sometimes.
Too much?
Oh, the friends don't recognize. Oh, is this you?
This is me. No, I don't believe it.
Sometimes we forget that our guides are a great source of insight into daily life in Pyongyang.
So guys, it's time to buy some souvenirs. And here you see a lot of frames.
It's souvenir shopping time. And unlike in 2018, anti-US propaganda posters and postcards are back. They were probably the most popular item this year.
There's a lot of anti-American propaganda posters, which I couldn't really find last time. I guess
the world has changed a little bit.
Oh, and if you're curious what a North Korean phone screen looks like, I accidentally got this on camera.
혹시 이거 진짜 그렸던 그림입니까? 예, 그래요? 추천해 주세요. 뭐 좋은지 모르겠습니다.
다 좋습니다.
제일 재미있는
재미있습니다.
네, 재미있는
포기.
이거 좋습니다.
예, 땀과 독으로 포기 온다.
이거 하나 주시고 하나 더. 김치? 김치.
김치.
네.
저선이 풍속이 짙은 겁니다.
오케이.
네. 그다음에
혹시 5개 사면 할인 받을 수 디스카운트?
야, 이거 제일 두께 그런 겁니다, 쌤.
그럼 다 같이 얼마입니까?
원래는 20에
네.
됐습니다.
네.
선생님 10에 드리면 아야 잘해드립니다. 오케이.
좋습니다. 딜.
땡큐.
오케이.
예.
Got scammed. So guys, I noticed that a lot of women outside, they wear the chima chokori, but I haven't seen the man wearing the baji chokori. 요즘도 남자 이 바지 chokori 입습니까?
예.
아, 그래요?
예.
언제요?
결혼식 때도 있고 명절날 때도 있고.
아.
인성 명절날에.
Next, we headed to Juche Tower, where you can still spot a few signs promoting reunification. But like I said, more on that in the next video.
아기 나오고 싶으면
애기 나오고 싶으면
뭐가 좋습니까? 아내랑 지금
아내랑
네.
이거
연습.
이거가 좋습니다.
아 이거
예,
좋습니다.
이거는 비아그라 계열인데
네.
비아그라는 그 성역제만 되고 이거는 거기에 콩팥 치료, 비뇨기 치료를
남자한테만
여자도 좋습니다.
여자도 좋습니다.
예, 왜냐하면 허리 치료를 한단 말입니다.
아,
허리
오.
이거 좋습니다. 하나
이거 먹으면 아기 나올 거예요? 그래요?
아주 좋습니다.
이거 하나 주세요.
예.
Alright guys, so we're at the Juche Tower now. Well, we are allowed to go to the top, but we're not allowed to film from there. So I decided to stay down here, and downstairs you have shops that sell the North Korean version of Lego. You hear the music in the distance.
Who would have thought? North Korean Lego? That was new to me. They sold all kinds of military hardware and rockets. The perfect gift for your 8-year-old nephew. And if that's not your thing, there's always a cute bakery set. Of course, I had to get both, the bakery and the anti-aircraft rockets.
Quickly want to point something out, guys. That building over there looks like an old traditional Korean building. The ones that you see quite a lot in the south, and it's the first time I see it here at Pyongyang. It's not where we're going. We're going to Fountain Park, something else.
Later, I found out that those buildings were Sungin Hall, built in 1325, and Sungyun Hall, from 1429, dating back to the Goryeo and Joseon dynasties. They were built to hold memorial services for Jong-un, the legendary founding king of Korea. But we didn't go there. Instead, we headed to the Mondae Fountain Park, where most of us tried chatting with anyone willing to talk. Many students were sitting around with small red notebooks. It looked like they were studying English.
이거 뭡니까? 이거 책 뭡니까?
추천입니다.
이름이 뭡니까?
원훈입니다.
반갑습니다. 저는 네덜란드에서 온 사람입니다.
네덜란드.
네덜란드 알아요? 예? 네? 바이바이.
Then, all of a sudden, I ran into people from outside of Pyongyang, and they seemed just as surprised to meet me as I was to meet them.
여기 많이 옵니까? 이 공원?
많이 옵니다.
네, 여기 좋습니까?
네, 대통령의 시각
아, 이거 딸입니까?
네, 딸입니다.
아, 둘 다 너무 예뻐요. 다 너무 키가
네, 커서.
컸어요.
네.
저랑 똑같아요. 혹시 몇 살입니까?
허급 3학년
19살? 아, 저 32살.
정말 잘했습니다.
아, 너무 아직도 멀었습니다. 너무 어려워요. 쉬는 날입니까?
우린 저 지방에서 여기 견학 왔습니다.
아, 그렇군요. 네. 저는 네덜란드에서 왔습니다.
네.
But it was here that I noticed our guide rushing over to the mother and daughter as soon as I walked away, probably to tell them to report what I had said. Just another reminder, always approach locals in North Korea with caution and never ask or share anything sensitive. The strange thing is, they do allow interactions, but they do give you a heavy dose of nunchi, and you have to read the room carefully.
So here, I think you can take photos. You have to call this number. Photographer comes to the park and you take your picture. So here it says, 새해를 축하합니다. So Happy New Year, 2025, January 1st. It's quite fun because this is not for us, but it's fun when you can read Josemal. You can kind of see what the locals do here to entertain themselves. Hey, 안녕. Hello. 영어 할 수 있습니까? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, my name is Bart.
My name is Ung-young.
Nice to meet you.
This was just one of our days in Pyongyang, and I highlighted a few conversations and interactions. I will leave it up to you to decide what you think of them. I know they were meaningful to me. At times, if you hadn't told me I was in North Korea, it almost felt like I was in the South while talking to some of these people. But it's usually the guides you can have the deepest conversations with. There's time to build a relationship and no language barrier. One thing that stood out compared to 2018, more locals were taking photos or filming us. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe they're showing us to their friends and family. It usually happened discreetly, like they were just photographing the landscape. It's often the kids who visibly show curiosity, but shyness holds them back. The adults are much more cautious. But when we go about our business, not paying too much attention, they sometimes gather around and just watch what we're doing. We wrapped up the day at the brand new Hwasong beer bar, and it wasn't just North Korean beer on the menu, but brews from all over the world, especially Belgium. That gave me the perfect excuse to treat my guide to some of the good stuff. In the next video, some of the craziest things on this trip happened, so I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching, leave a like, drop a comment and don't forget to subscribe. Haru!